Hi, I'm Robbie Bobby. The other day I was in my car thinking about symptoms of perfectionism and recorded some of my thoughts for a possible future video. My plan was to expand on these thoughts and then probably record it several times until I got it just so. And it occurred to me that would be bringing perfectionism into my perfectionism video, which I didn't want to do. So I decided to use my original recording as is. I hope you get something out of it. If you do, please click like and subscribe. Also, please realize that what I present only scratches the surface of the many symptoms of perfectionism. This is meant to be food for thought.
Another idea for a topic is perfectionism. What are the symptoms? How does it show up? I think most people think it means that you do everything perfectly. And that is one possible symptom. So you might look at a guy who, does everything right, does everything perfect. And you think, gee, that guy's a perfectionist. Not necessarily. Maybe he just likes to do a good job. Maybe he just likes to do the best he can. Maybe he's put the time and effort in studying and practicing what he's doing so that he can do it perfectly. What you got to look at is what's underneath it. So if the guy is working to that level because he feels if he doesn't, he won't be accepted or loved, or that he'll be abandoned. If no matter how good of a job he does, he finds fault in it and he rates himself, where it's never good enough, or thinks maybe he was just lucky, or somebody else could have done better, and cannot take credit for the good work that he's done, that's perfectionism, you see. Now, other ways that perfectionism can show up as a result of what I just described would be somebody who gives up, or somebody who appears to be lazy. And on the surface, that doesn't look like perfectionism. However, someone's perfectionism could make doing a job or a task so exhausting that they don't bother, or they give up. And your impression would be this guy is just lazy. No. Sometimes it is. Sometimes that's the case. Other times it's perfectionism. I would bet more often than not it's perfectionism. Let's see, what else is there? Perfectionism could also lead to depression, right? Because you give up, because you're not trying, because no matter how hard you work, it ain't good enough. You give up not only that particular job or task, but you give up on life. Like, what's the point? No matter how hard I try, whether it's with a job or an assignment or with a relationship, they ain't fucking never good enough. I'm not good enough. Right? Now that could lead to depression. You see somebody with the symptoms of depression, your first thought isn't, this person's a perfectionist, right? But it might be. It might not be, but it might be. So there you have it. You see, these are the nuances of perfectionism. When you really start drilling down into it and examining it and understanding it, you see it takes many, many forms. That's all.